I think the biggest problem that we encounter when we're helping brands solve these problems, what happens is usually a consultant comes to us with like, they have a leak, right? I always use the leaky faucet example. If you look up at the ceiling and you see a big wet spot, first of all, as a dad, you're going to be like, oh, bleep, like, oh no, there's water leaking. But if you peel back the drywall, it's not that you just have a water problem, you have a pipe problem. So the water that's leaking down, yeah, you're going to have to replace your drywall, maybe what's underneath the floor that it's leaking down to. But when you peel back the drywall, your problem is a pipe problem. You usually have a burst pipe. So when you see these leaks happening in your business, a lot of times businesses will come to us and say, we need a new website. They'll come to us and say, our sales team is upset. They say that our story is disconnected. By the time the leads come to us from marketing, we're telling them something different than what they're hearing and they bounce off. This is water on the ceiling. When you peel back the layer, what you usually have is a brand problem with B2B tech consultants. And what's happening is brand is just fundamentally misunderstood. So a lot of tech consultants think when I say branding, I guarantee if you're listening to this podcast,
logo,
you probably thought of my logo and my colors. And that's not what we're talking about. That is an element of your brand.
Yeah. What is your brand?
What is a brand? So there's a lot of definitions. The way that I like to describe it is taken from the great Marty Neumeyer. If you haven't read his book, that's a book I highly recommend. Maybe we'll put it in the notes. The Brand Gap. The Brand Gap is a brand strategist's Bible almost, but he defines a brand as basically a gut feeling or reaction that people have to who you are as a business. And so the art of branding, as I define it, is controlled perception, controlling the perception that your market has of you. And because brand has been misunderstood and undervalued, that has not happened. And the perception has not been controlled. So now it becomes disjointed. It becomes disconnected. Marketing says something different than what sales is saying. And everything from the baseline foundation of your business all the way to like lead gen and things that are in market is disconnected.
Yeah. So